Hi everyone, welcome to Sumday. We know it's a crazy time in technology, but most executives inside local government are still trying to understand how they can leverage AI to get the most for the organisation and the people working in it. In 3 minutes, I'm going to take you through the top things you need to know about the best value. Sumday is an easy-to-use AI workspace. It's customized to your council and it lets your people make better, faster decisions while following all of the compliance processes that both you and the community expect. It also saves people a lot of time, so your teams can get that time back to work on the strategic projects that you've always wanted to get to. People don't need to learn how to prompt to get the value. It asks the type of questions that a professional procurement manager would ask or your executives would ask upfront early so they can be addressed. It allows other staff to be brought into the process, encourages collaboration between people and AI, assists with all of the document development that you need, captures those documents and the conversation that led to the why behind decisions. Sumday is really capturing not just what happened at the end, but how did we get there? So, let's have a look at some of the biggest opportunities. First of all, let's uplift compliance. Nobody is going to go into your generic chatbot and ask, what is the perfect process for me to follow? What should I do to ensure compliance? Instead, we need to be making sure that people can come into a workplace where the AI is proactive. They may simply say, I am writing a scope of work to do X. You want AI to say, hey, do you have an idea of the value? Okay, that sounds like we're going to need to do an open tender to comply. Here are the steps. I'm going to help you with the first one. If that's simple, easy, we're going to immediately see an uplift in improved governance without adding a heap of red tape. In fact, will save people time. Second, we have contract management. We know this is always an area that people want to improve, but often they haven't had the education or the experience. We help people with all of the key things you would expect: better scopes of work, better KPIs, better reporting requirements, support on how to write the briefs and prepare the documentation if something does go wrong, and stronger collaboration earlier between the contract owners and the rest of the procurement team. Then we have reporting. We know that it can take a really long time to prepare a good report for management or the executive. We want time spent thinking about how we can do things better, looking forward instead of looking backwards. Our agents are really specialised in helping you pull together a best-in-class report every month while saving people a heap of time in that process. We know that it's going to be important to disclose where AI was used in our decision-making. And because all of those decisions are happening in conversations and the AI is working in one workspace, when we go to say, where was AI used throughout this project or this tender, we can get a really strong brief that explains exactly where it was used, where it wasn't, and we can trust it. We want better documentation. We want the content to be really high quality. So somebody already knows what the perfect template looks like. It's already going to draft the information to suit that. What it's doing is prompting people to focus on whether the quality of the thinking, the rationale is sound. Can we collaborate with other stakeholders in the organisation and make sure that what goes into our forms or our templates or our documentation is a really collaborative effort that makes sense, meets our requirements, is consistently high quality, and again, saves everyone a heap of time in going through that process. We also want approvals to exist in one place. Often we are asked many months or years later, who approved what and how did this happen? So we want that constant audit trail. We also don't want people to have to leave the platform, copy, paste, upload a document, get a signature, email it around. Instead, we can use a really modern way of collecting approvals. Now, we know that embedding a new platform or a new way of working doesn't happen overnight. Change management, good training, having an opportunity to see what good looks like, people just need to see what's possible. We need to close the imagination gap between what we do today and what we can do. We make sure that you have a great team around you that can bring this to life. It's really a matter of weeks before you can jump in and have a fully customized workspace. And in fact, if you're curious and you want to see how it works today, you can jump straight into the local government playground that Sumday has. You can join other leaders in the space, talking with agents, seeing how it works, and really just getting on with it efficiently, quickly, and having some fun with it as well. So if you know that the organisation is excited to look at where AI can make a big difference, and you've got a mandate to look at opportunities to improve governance and productivity, save time and money, you just don't have the time to go through all of the details and map out how that can be possible in the first place, then now is a really good time for us to chat. We can show you, not tell you, what this can look like.